Have you ever, wondered why an airport announcement sounds like a garbled robot, but then, the background jazz in a high-end restaurant makes you actually want to order a second $20 cocktail?
Oh yeah, the difference isn't just magic or, well, luck. It's actually a hidden masterclass in acoustic engineering happening right above your head.
Exactly. And we rarely notice it unless it's done terribly wrong, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, when a space sounds pristine, it's because someone carefully planned the physical hardware to, manipulate how a sound waves reach you.
Well, welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today is to explore the exact engineering behind that premium ambient audio. So we're using a specific source to map this out. The QSC AC-C6T acoustic coverage 6-inch ceiling loudspeakers.
Yeah, it's a really great example to break down how this level of clarity is achieved and, well, why it really matters for anyone outfitting a space.
So you mentioned deliberate engineering earlier, and that actually starts long before these speakers even hit the ceiling, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It starts with the physical anatomy of the cones themselves.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can't just stick a standard speaker up there and expect it to cut through a room full of crowd noise.
Okay, let's unpack this. Looking at the core components of the ACC6T, we've got a 6-inch polypropylene woofer paired with a coaxially mounted 0.86-inch silk dome tweeter.
Right, which sounds like a bit of a mouthful.
It does. So for anyone who isn't a massive audio nerd, think of a coaxial design like this. Imagine a brilliant soprano singer and a deep bass player occupying the exact same physical footprint on a stage.
That is a really good way to picture it. And because that soprano and bass are essentially standing on the exact same spot, there's no slight delay in when those high and low frequencies actually reach your ear.
They just hit you perfectly unified.
Exactly. But the materials matter just as much as that layout. You see, that tweeter is made of soft silk rather than like stiff metal or plastic.
Which changes the sound profile entirely, I'm guessing.
Completely. Yeah, because the tweeter is made of soft silk, it actually dampens that harsh high-frequency ringing you sometimes get.
Oh, so that's why human voices sound better, like on an AV conference call or a vocalist in background music.
Precisely. They sound so much more natural and less grating. And when you pair that with a frequency range of 65 hertz to 20 kilohertz, well, it's tuned precisely for the human ear's sweet spot.
But having great sound in a vacuum isn't enough, right? Like if you're outfitting a massive dining room, you don't want to buy 100 speakers if you can do it with 20.
No, definitely not.
And you certainly don't want your installation crew working overhead on ladders for weeks.
What's fascinating here is how the design actually solves those logistical nightmares.
Yeah.
Take the 110-degree conical coverage angle, for instance.
Wait, what does that do?
Well, this shape disperses the sound incredibly widely and evenly. So physics basically allows you to use fewer speakers to bathe a room in sound.
Even in spaces with low ceilings.
Especially in spaces with low ceilings. And then for the installation itself, they use what's called a 4-pole Euroblock connector.
Which is essentially letting installers daisy chain the wiring from one speaker to the next, almost like snapping together Lego bricks.
Spot on. Yeah, it's located right under a swivel plate, making that loop 3 wiring incredibly fast.
But wait, hold on, let me challenge something here. If this features an easy, blind mount assembly, does that mean the construction is flimsy? Will it hold up over time?
Oh, that's a common concern, but no. The internal components are heavily protected. It features a ported baffle that safely tunes a galvanized steel back can, which, acoustically seals all the hardware inside.
Oh, nice.
Plus, the white finish includes UV inhibitors to prevent discoloration over time.
So the grills won't yellow over the years. Got it. But looking at the specs, I see these run on 70-volt or 100-volt systems. For anyone used to setting up standard home theater speakers at 8 ohms, that sounds bizarre.
It does, yeah. But it's really a fundamental issue of scale. Well, in a home theater, your speaker wire is maybe 20 feet long, max. In a commercial space, you might run hundreds of feet of wire to connect dozens of speakers.
Oh, right. So standard home wiring wouldn't work.
No, the signal would degrade massively by the time it reached the last speaker. A 70-volt system pushes the audio at a much higher voltage to overcome that distance.
Wow, okay.
It allows you to daisy chain massive networks without losing volume or clarity. But, and this is key, they do include a low-loss 7100V transformer with an 8-ohm bypass.
Oh, so that gives installers the flexibility to use them in standard, smaller setups, too.
Exactly.
So what does this all mean for you listening? We started by talking about the difference between a muddy airport and a high-end restaurant. And whether you're upgrading an office or just curious about AV tech, looking at this $370 pair of speakers really proves something.
Yeah, it proves that functional infrastructure doesn't have to sacrifice quality.
Right. True luxury in architectural design isn't just what you see, it's the psychoacoustic engineering you subconsciously feel.
It's the perfect intersection of applied acoustic science and invisible infrastructure.
Hmm.
Every detail is meant to blend seamlessly into the environment.
It really makes you wonder. The next time you walk into a space and feel instantly relaxed or find yourself easily following a complex boardroom presentation without straining to hear, ask yourself,
Yeah, what's going on behind the scenes?
right, how much hidden high-level engineering is invisibly shaping the mood and clarity of your daily environment, hidden right above your head in the ceiling without you ever once looking up?